This is a download from Channel 4. To find out more, go to channel4radio.com.
Previously on Lost.
2 players, 2 sides. One is light, one is dark. Do you want to know a secret? What if everything that happened here happened for a reason?
We can't live together. We're gonna die alone.
I thought I heard whispering.
We're not the only people on this island, and we all know it.
You have only 3 choices. Run, hide, or die.
Do you think we're being punished?
Every 108 minutes, the button must be pushed.
Guys, where are we?
Hello, I'm Ian Lee. This is UK Lost from Channel 4 Radio. If you want to hear in-depth analysis, heated debate and scorn poured on some frankly lame theories, welcome into our hatch of Lost obsession. I'm joined by my panel of hardcore fans as we take a journey through the latest Channel 4 and E4 episodes, leaving no stone unturned in our quest to find answers. There'll be a chance to win some very exciting Lost prizes, and incredibly, there's more, as we'll also give you an exclusive preview of next week's episode. So, if you've bored all your friends with endless Lost ramblings, if you haven't been out on a Tuesday night for weeks, if you'd eat your own leg to find out what the numbers mean, then close the hatch door behind you and make yourself comfy as we bring you UK Lost from Channel 4 Radio. Let's start by introducing our panel of Lost fans. We have Tom back again. Hello, Tom.
Hi.
Tom, very quickly, if you had to boot off one of the characters from Lost in a Big Brother style, who would you get rid of?
It would have to be Sung.
No!
Spare wheel Sung. No one needs her, no one wants her. Just get rid of her.
He's so cold. She's the most beautiful woman on the island.
She may be, but looks on everything.
I think she's... I'm going to marry her one day. Janine is back as well. Hello, Janine.
Hi.
Who would you get rid of?
I'd get rid of Charlie. I think he started well in Series 1. He kind of was a bit interesting. Now, annoying man with a guitar.
Yeah, a little bit smug. And you can imagine those nights around the campfire with him singing Kumbaya and You All Everybody. No, it's not good. And we've got Kirsty joining us. Hello, Kirsty.
Hello.
Who would you boot off the island?
Kate. I can't stand her.
Just cold and there, you're getting rid of her.
Right from episode 1, get rid of her.
OK, Kate is gone. There we have our panellists. Now, we've just watched episode 8 and have just finished wiping away our tears after all those happy reunions at the end. But for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, here's a recap of what happened. We have our first Taylor flashback, Ana Lucia's, where we find out that she was an LA cop whose mother is her captain and that she was shot at by a suspect. But when he's brought into custody, she denies knowing him.
Ana Lucia, your guy, we got him.
His name is Jason McCormick. We picked him up on an assault on an elderly woman in Echo Park. His fingerprints matched a partial from your crime scene. We questioned him and he confessed. And the DA's ready to file charges. All he needs is for you to ID him.
It's not him.
He confessed.
I don't know him.
The episode also picks up from the shooting of Shannon. Saeed pulls out his gun, Echo tackles him, and Ana Lucia knocks him out and grabs his gun.
Hey, put it down.
Stop.
You crazy? Don't point that at me.
I said stop.
What is your problem, huh? Ana!
Get back! Get back, both of you!
Saeed is tied up. Echo puts Sawyer on his big back and carries him to the camp where Kate and Jack care for him. Mr. Echo and Locke meet for the first time. Jack gets a gun and demands that Echo takes him to Ana Lucia and Saeed.
Stop! What do you want?
Excuse me?
Peace, revenge, justice. And you are going out with all these guns.
Meanwhile, back in the jungle, the other Tailies are growing wary of Ana Lucia.
What are we doing here, Ana? I mean, their camp has got to be close. I just want to get back to my wife.
How long have I kept you alive out here, Bernard? That's right. Just cut me some slack.
We just want to know what you're doing. What's the plan?
She has no plan. She only has her guilt and the gun.
Bernard and Libby leave for the camp, and Michael and Jin also head back. Ana Lucia and Saeed are now left alone. They talk. Saeed reveals to her that he has tortured many men. Anna, that's quite a good impression, actually. Anna tells Saeed about when she was shot by Jason, and we find out what happened to him.
Jason.
I know you.
I was pregnant.
She then lets Saeed go and throws her gun at his feet.
Go ahead. Pick it up. I deserve it.
What good would it be to kill you if we're both already dead?
And unusually, for Lost, we have a happy ending with the emotional reunion of Bernard and Rose, Sun and Jin, and Michael and Vincent. And the two seeming leaders, Ana Lucia and Jack, come face to face yet again. Ana Lucia. Tom, what do we find out about her and what do you think of her?
Well, we find out that she used to be a police officer. She was shot while on patrol, going to investigate a burglary. And we also find out quite later on that she was pregnant as well.
What do you think of her? Do you like her?
A lot of people don't like her. I want to. I think she's quite an entertaining character.
I'm not liking her yet.
Why not?
I think, there's a lot of anger there.
Yeah.
And, she's vengeful.
She's very shouty, isn't she?
Yeah, and she's one expression the whole episode.
Definitely. Yeah, I can see where you're going with that one, yeah.
I think it's really easy to not like her. Yeah. And I started off thinking, oh God, I can't stand this character. But having spoken to other Lost fans,
yes,
other people do like her, and I can kind of see the appeal with her.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
I think she's good. I like the tie-in with her meeting Jack in the bar. That series 1, wasn't it? I think that happens where she.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
She meets him in the bar. It's exciting, isn't it? I think when she's fighting Saeed, Republican Guard versus LAPD. That's kind of cool. And even though if I were a gay man, Saeed when he's soaking wet,
I kind of fancied him today.
I kind of fancied him, and that's not my scene at all. But he looked all right, didn't he?
Yeah, it's the first time for me.
Kirsty, the Tayleys walk away from Ana Lucia. Why do you think they're doing that? They've had enough of her bullying, I guess.
I think, I think they've sort of felt a bit lost.
Very good.
Themselves, and sort of didn't really know what to do in terms of how they're going to survive this, and she just took on the role, a bit like Jack, really, in the other camp. And then they just sort of see through her a bit, and probably like us, she's just a bit irritating.
Very poor decision maker.
There was a kind of air of panic.
Yeah.
There. No one knew what was quite going to happen. Everyone was scared. She was waving a gun around.
Yeah, I'd leave in that situation as well, I think.
Bernard's a bit drippy, isn't he? I mean, we'll get to the reunion at the end, but he's a little bit wet, isn't he?
Well,
he should stand up to her, for goodness sakes.
Well, it's very hard to stand up to a woman when she's holding a gun at you. Well, she could do that to you.
Now, Shannon obviously got shot last week. No attempts were made to revive her or take her to Jack. Yet whenever someone else, when Boone gets crushed by a plane, Locke picks him up and carries him. When Charlie gets hung, everyone, get Jack, where's Jack? But they're not bothered with Shannon.
Well, it does seem a bit strange how it's, it's bang, and they kind of just left her there. Didn't.
I think no one liked her anyway.
No. Maybe Jack.
She was a bit irritating.
Jack probably could have saved her if he'd been there, but.
Yeah.
I quite liked Shannon. Not because she was saucy. She was, foxy. But I quite liked her, spoilt little rich girl kind of air about her.
I didn't like her.
I think maybe it's a boy thing.
Maybe it's a boy thing.
I think maybe it's a boy thing.
She always had perfect hair and perfect makeup. I mean, come on, you're
I like the way when she was dead, she was lying with her leg in kind of a really flattering pose. I thought, how does her leg stay up like that if she's dead?
Mr. Echo is, from what we've seen so far, I think is going to be quite a big character. He's the first one to defy Anna. That's quite an exciting moment. He picks up Sawyer and I'm taking him to the doctor.
Yeah, he has a very he sees right and wrong. I think he knew that Anna was doing wrong, and the right thing to do was to.
Although he does say he's not doing it for Sawyer, he's doing it for him.
Yeah.
Why? What does that mean? Do we think?
Well, maybe it's back to that whole kind of guilt complex. Forgiving yourselves and purging yourselves of previous sins from
maybe
the past.
It's quite a guilt-ridden episode.
I think maybe we'll see a bit more about Mr. Echo in later episodes about his past and maybe.
I'm kind of convinced that the two groups have people that mirror each other, and I do think that Echo is a Black Locke.
Yeah, and their meeting was really interesting.
I love that meeting. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it? When Locke, it's like he's talking to a scared child. Hello.
It's like, hello, mate. Hello. Yeah. In Locke.
And Echo, I think is brilliant. In as much as if he doesn't want to talk, he's not going to say anything, is he?
Doesn't need to. All he has to do is sit in a room, and he's there. His sheer presence of the man is incredible.
Now, is Sawyer going to die?
I hope not.
I hope not.
I really hope not.
Oh, girls. Control yourself.
Forget Jack, it's all about Sawyer.
I think he's in the best possible place, though, for medical recovery.
I've got to say, I found Sawyer in this series so far a little bit irritating. In the first few episodes, I thought that they were kind of making a little bit of a comedy character. You know, he was always...
With all his puns. Yeah, I think he's a bit of a cheeky character now.
But in Series 1, he was nasty man, and now he's the comedy element.
Yeah.
I do like his puns, though. He does have good puns.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go back to seeing a bit more of an evil Sawyer. I hope so anyway.
Yeah.
Because it was a really great character when he was just being nasty.
So you think he's going to be all right, though?
I think he will be.
I think he'll be okay.
I think he's a main character. He's a good character. They'd be a fool to let him die.
I'm surprised that every kind of medicine that Jack needs, it's there.
It's there.
Oh, it's there. Get those pills that stop the bloke dying when he's been shot in septic. Oh yeah, we've got those.
It's kind of leading back to how it could all be planned, and maybe there is a big, wider scheme going on. How that they maybe predicted this was going to happen and have the right drugs.
Sounds like a theory. We'll get to theories in a second.
But the drugs were in the hatch, weren't they? But they also had some on the plane.
Yeah.
As well. And you're right, there was an enormous amount of drugs.
There was loads of drugs on the plane.
Now, at the end of the episode, this is the second time I've seen it, which is good, because I'm going to say this, the first time I saw it, I cried a little bit. I get a bit teary at Lost. Lost has these amazing moments where... You know, 1 minute they're shooting guns and in the next you're just sort of crying. I did genuinely cry the first time I saw it. Bernard and Rose meeting up. That's quite sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that was good. Like that little, tying up loose ends there.
Tom's being a man here. Tom is not going to concede. Tom, did you cry when you watched it the first time? Be honest.
I'm going to be honest with you, and yes, a tear may have been shed.
Oh, isn't he lovely?
Oh. It's
if
very
I
hard not
been
to.
in a room full of people, I would have been.
If you hadn't have been hungover and in a terrible state, trying to keep your eyes open, then yes, you might have cried. So that's nice. That's a good thing. Sun and Jin getting back together. That's good, isn't it?
Yes, but interesting because they were having a bit of a tetchy relationship moment before he went away. So maybe that's.
I'd just like to say that Jin is quite hot as well.
I was thinking that today too. I think
a bit of longer hair, maybe.
Yeah, he's got an air of menace about him, which is nice.
He can't
speak English.
He can't speak English, but he can understand it when it's when she's going to Michael. Right, you go and get me all the weapons and bring it here, and then get this and this. And Jin goes, yeah, go. Well, hang on, how did you understand what was being said?
And then speaks in Korean at them.
Yeah.
So they'd understand it.
Say, well, hang on a second.
I love all the communication between Michael and Jin. It's brilliant. Just this amazing understanding they both have.
Yeah, I does. And Michael and Vincent, the dog.
Oh, that was the best. That was the best bit.
That was questionable. that little scene.
That dog's fat, isn't it? I noticed it was a fat dog.
Yeah. Maybe he's been rooting for truffles or something.
It's possible. We've not had enough of the dog. Okay, you're listening to UK Lost from Channel 4 Radio. Hey, now is your chance to not only win a Lost T-shirt and baseball cap, but also be put into a draw to win a whole bunker load of very special Lost prizes, some of them signed by the cast. So to be one of 3 proud owners of a very lovely Lost T-shirt and cap this week, just answer the following question. In which police force was Ana Lucia an officer? Steady. Was it A, LAPD? Was it B, Macclesfield? Or was it C, Basildon? If you think you know the answer, if you're not sure, you might as well have a go. Call 09011 111 080, leaving your answer, name and daytime telephone number. Calls cost 25 pence per minute. Or you can text LOST, then your answer, to 83188 to 25 pence a text. Still to come, your Lost theories. Find out how you could be on the panel next week and an exclusive preview of episode 9. Okay, let's go back to talking about episode 8 that we've just watched. I've got Tom, Janine and Kirsty with me. Guns loom quite large in the episode. Has Shannon been shot the last 3 weeks in recaps and endings and things like that?
Yeah, she is getting shot quite a few times.
Wow. They're milking that. But also this Jason character who is in Ana Lucia's flashback.
Oh, okay.
That's quite a vicious shooting, isn't it?
Yes, no, cold blood. Shoots her in the chest and then walks over and pops her a few more times.
It's a bit execution style, isn't it?
Yeah. You can tell there was a lot of anger.
Yeah.
A lot of anger issues.
I was pregnant.
So we know that Ana Lucia has killed at least 2 people. That puts her in a long list of other people. Who else has killed? Kate, I don't think she's killed yet.
No,
okay.
she did. She killed her. Oh, no. She said she's shot somebody.
It's implied, isn't it, that she's killed someone?
She was on the plane because she was arrested for homicide.
Yeah.
So she's killed someone. Jack's inadvertently killed someone on the operating
I don't
table.
think we know all about Jack yet. I think he may have been in the military.
Jack?
What?
What? Hang on. Sorry.
Jack,
Where the
what?
hell has this come from?
I don't know. He knows how to use a gun, doesn't he? He's a doctor, and he knows how to use a gun.
And he has got some rather interesting tattoos.
And the tattoos haven't been explained yet. There's got to be something in those tattoos. They're too ornate.
Definitely.
He looks like an army type of person.
Because, you know, what you'd know of Jack, you wouldn't think all those tattoos underneath. You think clean-cut kind of doctor guy.
Yeah.
I think he's got a dark past.
Okay. Did Sawyer kill someone? He did, didn't he? Oh, of course he did. Yeah, when he went and got revenge, or
yeah, but it was the wrong person, wasn't it?
yes.
So
Execution Saeed and Saeed is just, you know.
I tell you what, for a group of heroes and just supposed to be the good people, they've killed a lot of people.
I think
Are they supposed to be the good
Well,
people?
this is it. As the series has been going on, it's kind of been slightly muddled as to whether they are the good people or not. It's all a little bit... and Anna Lucia, parent issues, again, we mentioned this last week. There's an ongoing theme of people not getting on with the parents. Her mum is her boss, Tom, and there's a little bit of argy-bargy there.
Yep.
And she was pregnant when she got shot.
Yeah. Did her mum know about that, though?
Don't know, that's not mentioned, is it?
No.
I would, it was never mentioned, I think.
He was the husband.
Was it
Danny?
That Danny guy?
Danny, yeah. Who's Danny?
Yeah.
Will we ever find out?
Oh, that's what the cop says. Do you want me to go and sort him out?
I think he may be on the force as well.
Yeah.
Saeed wimped out, I think, when he was released. He didn't beat the whatever out of
But
her.
they did have an interesting showdown, like
Yeah.
eye to eye kind of stand up.
Kind of showed they have something in common. Maybe.
Mental showdown. I think he won.
Mutual respect for each other? I don't know.
Well, he says, doesn't he? What good would it be to kill you if we're both already dead? Now, there's two ways of looking at it, isn't there? There's the theory that they're in some kind of limbo and that he's telling us the answer, or it's a kind of spiritual death because they're both nasty, wicked people who hurt.
I think the writers just love hinting at the fact that all these different theories going on the internet. I'm going to head towards the more of it being kind of like we've made up. We've got something in common. We're both.
You've got to live with the consequences of what we've done before.
I'll tell you something I was really trying to look at when we're in the hatch, when Echo's in the hatch and he's sitting there and Jack's shouting at him saying, tell me what's going on, tell me what's going on. There's a picture behind Echo.
Oh, the painting on the wall?
Yeah. Is it dinosaurs? I couldn't quite work out what was going on.
I'm not that observant though.
No,
maybe I should go back and have a look. For
yes,
the next
I need to get it on DVD and zoom in and have a look. Bernard. I hate saying Bernard. I'm English, for goodness sakes, but I have to because that's his name. Bernard and Rose. That's kind of symbolic of the two ends of the plane kind of meeting, I suppose. And this black and white theme, it's happened with the backgammon. It's potentially going to happen with Locke and Echo. Am I reading too much into this?
I don't know, because that is a theme that's come throughout. And when in season 1, when Claire had that dream and she went and found her baby, Locke had one black eye and one white eye in that dream.
I remember that.
Yeah, and it's definitely.
Do you remember that time?
I do. That was a good spot there.
Excellent, yeah, excellent spot. Are you upset that you didn't pick up on that?
I'm losing my touch.
Yeah, come on, man. Bring up the rear. Now, something I didn't notice the first time around, but I did notice today, is that when Echo enters the hatch, Locke is doing a crossword puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
Did you spot that? I only managed to read one clue. The clue he's looking at is Enkidu's friend. And the answer... Got it written in front of me, I know. Is Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
Okay.
Now, there is...
Hands up who knows Gilgamesh. Let me tell you. The story of Gilgamesh is thought to be the oldest one ever recorded. He is a king who is part god, part human. He's also very harsh, so the gods send him Enkidu, a wild and uncivilized man, as a distraction. But they end up being friends and kill lots of monsters together. This angers the gods and they kill Enkidu. Gilgamesh is devastated and becomes aware of his own mortality. He sets out to find the only humans to survive the Great Flood who are granted immortality by the gods. He finds them, but fails the task for immortality, but comes to realise he can do this with great works of culture. Have I just read what's the rest of the series
I
out?
think you have.
There's some definite clues in there. How that maybe they are the last surviving humans. I like the Locke and Eco.
Yeah.
Kind of parallels there. It's interesting stuff, that.
But what about the others?
The others?
Who are
They're the
then?
monsters that need to be killed.
Yeah, they kill a lot of monsters.
So I'm guessing, reading this, that Locke is Gilgamesh. And I'm being such a geek, but, forget it, we're in now. Locke is Gilgamesh, Echo is Enkidu. If Echo is Enkidu, then that means at some point in the series he's going to die.
He's going to die, yeah.
He's going to die.
So,
Wow. But there were other clues on there which I didn't get. I need to watch it again. One of the clues was about World War II.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that. And there's always some kind of underlying potential military theme going on. Anyway, still to come, we've got your Lost theories. Find out how you could be on the panel next week arguing with us and an exclusive preview of Episode 9.
Since the dawn of time, man has been curious, imagining all that is possible. The Hanzo Foundation, reaching out to a better tomorrow. Discover the experience for yourself. Go to thehanzofoundation.org.
Welcome back. You're listening to UK Lost from Channel 4 Radio. My name's Ian Lee. I've got Tom, Janine and Kirsty with me. Every week on UK Lost, we hope to come one step closer to discovering what's really going on the island as we don our lab coats and investigate the theories that you have suggested. In this highly scientific study, we'll also be awarding each theory a mark out of 10 for creativity and plausibility. I think that's the important bit here. They'll then be added to our leaderboard, which you can see at channel4.com/Lost. OK, theory number 1. This is posted by Magic Number, the reality TV theory. We've had The Apprentice, we've had Blind Date and Wife Swap, we've even had, unfortunately, Celebrity Love Island. So I believe that the Lost Island is the set for the most ambitious reality TV show yet, Big Brother meets The Truman Show. Basically, TV producers have run out of ideas of what to do next. They've done it all, so this is the next logical step. There are hidden cameras everywhere, and we even see Saeed in Series 1 discovering one of the cables coming out of the sea. A world audience can vote someone off to be killed, and in a choose-your-own-adventure book style, they can decide what happens next. This is just a theory, says Magic Number, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Tom?
It's just a theory. He's got a little get-out clause into that one. Well, I'd like to say that... I just want to say that if it was a reality TV show and it was actually happening live, there'd be some serious legal issues going on with pretty much...
I'm liking it as a theory. I want to know where to go to vote.
I think it may be a reality TV show, but not as we know it, as in it's being filmed live.
Sorry, did you just say the phrase, it's a reality TV show, but not as we know it?
I may have done.
Wow. Wow. You should work in marketing or something.
I want to question the bit about the hidden cameras.
Go on, Kirsty.
I've not seen any hidden cameras. No. Am I missing something? I've seen the cable.
No, that's because they're hidden.
If I may be a geek for a second.
For a second, yes. Why stop now? Go on.
I heard, don't know if this is true or not, that after the success of Castaway over in America, the executives of ABC wanted to produce a show to rival it.
Yeah, I've heard this as well.
So J.J. Abrams got tasked to write a show that was, similar,
right,
to the reality TV show model. So
but
maybe
I don't know whether it was similar to the reality TV model, but I think it was about the Castaway and the whole survival element that he was briefed to do.
So plausibility, we're scoring some high points.
I must admit, early on, at some stage, this idea popped into my head. I think the further we've got on, it's potentially guff, isn't it?
I haven't seen the hidden cameras. So
no.
Not a lot of evidence for that theory.
What is that cable, man?
Yeah, what is that cable?
Well, we'll give that marks out of 10 in a minute. Let's go on to theory number 2, posted by My Big Brain. Jeez. And this is entitled Guinea Pigs. I think the characters have all been selected to be guinea pigs in a whole load of experiments, like studying the effects of electromagnetic energy on humans. I don't really want to carry on, but I will. The government know all about this and have funded the Dharma Initiative, who are running the tests. They agreed for all the losties to be sacrifices for the greater good of mankind and brainwashed the pilot to crash the plane in the right place. The
just like crash the plane or just make it explode and split into two in midair.
Yeah, you had problems with the plane splitting up last week, didn't you?
It makes me angry. It does.
The losties will be on the island forever, or until someone overthrows the government. The monster...
Good luck. For a while.
The monster is a watchdog to keep them from moving beyond the electromagnetic testing field of the island and the electromagnetic energy that healed Locke's legs. The others are a group of scientists who decided to disassociate themselves from the experiment for ethical reasons. Kirsty, what do you reckon?
No.
You're having none of that? You don't think that it could be some kind of scientific experiment?
I do like the idea of the scientific experiment, and obviously the Dharma Initiative and all that. They found the hatch, and then, there was the other hatch that had nothing in it and stuff like that. But I just...
I like some of the bits.
It started off well, that one, and then they lost it.
It went into guff.
OK, we got one more theory. This is posted by Avon83, the end of the world theory. I think I've worked it all out. Wow, he must know the answer. Notice we're saying that these are all men as well, isn't that odd? In episode 8, we see Locke filling in the name Gilgamesh in a crossword. Oh, here we go, this again, sorry. The Gilgamesh story is the oldest one ever told and represents the beginning of civilization. This is a huge clue. The island is the beginning of a new civilization. The world is due to end soon, so the Dharma Initiative was set up to establish some kind of super society which will survive the apocalypse. But it all went wrong somehow, ...
I like that.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I don't like the grammar, but I think the theory is kind of good.
I think the theory is good, but then there's too many sort of... wouldn't it just be a bit nicer if they were doing that? And
you know, you've got to be tough to repopulate the world.
But they haven't got any food or anything like that.
Would you pick them?
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know, though.
Would we have picked beautiful people with some with excellent skills in medicine to start a new world order?
But without good personalities.
But that's what I've heard sayings or something that, you know, you need chaos to start a civilization for it to run properly. You need good and bad elements in society. That's all I'm saying. You need the good and the bad for it to level itself out.
And the ugly, but
is
there are none
Is that
there.
the black and the white thing again?
Yeah.
Okay, we've tied it all up. You've saved yourself. Okay, let's give these marks out of 10. Marks out of 10 for the reality TV theory.
4 to me.
I'm going to go for a 5.
I'm going to stick on a 4 as well.
I'm gonna say a 6. So I guess the average is a 5. 5 out of 10. Okay. Theory number 2. Guinea pigs. Kirsty.
I'm hating it too.
2.
Yeah, I maybe give it a 3.
That's harsh. I'm going to give it a 7.
Wow!
Yeah, that's right, a 7.
Wow, he fights back. I like half of the guinea pigs thing, and then it turns into rubbish. I think overall...
It's my favourite theory.
It is my favourite.
It's not the most rubbish.
Yeah.
I like the, revolution overthrowing the government element. So maybe I'll give it a bit more, just for the creativity side. Maybe a 5.
Okay, I think that's going to average out at a 6. And The End of the World by Avon 83.
Most plausible, but most boring.
I'm giving it an 8. I like that one as well.
7.
I'm going to mark it down to a 6, just because the lack of words there would imply that it's from a lunatic.
Punctuation and grammar.
If you're listening to this and you'd like your own theory commented on or torn to pieces by our panel of experts next week, then you can post them online at channel4.com/lost. You can email them to uklost@channel4.com. Now, I'm a huge fan of Lost. I absolutely love it, but occasionally even I miss something, mostly because I'm a very busy man. I don't have time to replay each episode with my finger hovering over the pause button. Luckily for me and for you, I've got 3 people with me who are able to do this and are now about to compete to be Lost Geek of the Week. Yet my panellists are going to try to outdo each other with their geeky, obscure and possibly irrelevant observations. So here is your moment to shine. Janine, what did you see that most normal people would have missed?
Well, one of the things I noticed was in the Ana Lucia flashback, the LAPD picked up Jason in a park called Echo Park. And then I thought, Mr. Echo, there's a little parallel there.
I don't think she's going to win, to be honest. That was a poor observation.
Well, go on then, what's yours? What have you got for us?
Well, okay, right. 2 things here.
Here we
Kick
go.
off your shoes. Tell us what you got.
Well, Ana Lucia's badge number was 68631, and if you add these numbers up, you get 24. Reverse it, and you get 42.
Oh my god!
Check that out.
I'll get my coat.
This is reading too much into it.
Wow.
Have some of that.
Thanks very much. You've served us up a lovely geek pie there. Kirsty, what have you got?
I'm actually going on from the number 42, but in the hatch, Locke's doing a crossword, and we see him filling in clue 42 down. 42 is Ana Lucia's seat number on the plane. So does this mean things are going down for her?
You should have stopped just before that bit. But up until then, it was brilliant. Then it got a little bit sad.
But that means I win Geek of the Week, surely.
Well, do you know what, Tom? Yours was rubbish.
Shock.
Yeah, sorry. It could be an advert for Jack Bauer, for all we know.
True.
Janine, yours was good, but I spotted it, so it can't be that geeky. So, Kirsty, yes, you are Geek of the Week. Well done.
I'm thrilled.
And a little ripple of applause there.
All right.
Begrudgingly done there. This is UK Lost on Channel 4 Radio. Don't forget you can enter our competition. 3 people will win Lost baseball hats and T-shirts. 1 will go into the draw to win the big prize bunker of Lost goodies. The question is, In which police force was Ana Lucia an officer? Is it A, LAPD, B, Macclesfield, or C, Basildon? Now, you can text your answers by texting the word LOST plus your answer to 83188, and your texts cost 25 pence. Or you can call on 09011 111 080. Calls cost 25 pence per minute. OK, it's time now for those of you who can't last the whole week without at least a small tease of what's to come in episode 9. In the clip we're about to hear, Sawyer is still very ill and Kate is looking after him.
Just gonna mash you up some fruit here. When you wake up, you're gonna get a kick out of me feeding you like a baby. I saw a horse. Yeah. That's what happens when you don't sleep.
Sawyer? You awake?
Kill me. Why did you kill me?
Wow, sounds very, very exciting. But listen, we have to go now, so thank you very much to my panel, Janine, Tom and Kirsty. We'll be back next week on UK Lost with everything you could ever think to say about Episode 9, your ultimate Lost theories, and more chances to win our big bunker of exclusive Lost prizes. Don't forget, if you would, that Lost is on Tuesday on Channel 4 at 10 p.m, then straight after on E4. If you need your fix in the meantime, visit the Channel 4 Lost forum at channel4.com/lost, and make sure you join us next week down the hatch. This is UK Lost on Channel 4 Radio. I'm Ian Lee. Join us next week down the hatch, and remember, the button is bad.
'You've been listening to a download from Channel 4. To find more downloads like this, go to channel4radio.com.